So without any further ado, I'm going to hand over to Chris Price. Chris is the business editor for the KM Media Group, who is going to be facilitating the panel discussion today. So enjoy. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Jane. Okay, so we'll get to it very, very quickly, but before we start, I'll just set the scene a little bit. So the issue of gender equality, inequality, as you all know, has been very much in the news lately. It seems like every day we've got a new story. Obviously, very much the year was started off with the resignation from the child editor role of Carrie Gracie at the BBC, who was unhappy about the level that she was paid, and unhappy at the number of people, number of women actually in senior positions in our organisation. So the focus of this discussion is the issue of gender inequality in organisations, which has been widely recognised. The focus today will be on sharing methods and actions which we can carry forward and apply in businesses and in your businesses today to hopefully help tackle the issue of gender inequality. So we're hoping for a really, really constructive discussion. I'm going to be hoping for a lot of audience participation as well today from you all. We'll start off by introducing our panel. So we'll start with Mark and Susanna, Anna, Jonathan. So you'll all have your little moment to say who you are. So I'll kick off. Mark Freed.
Thank you. So my name is Mark Freed. 20 years ago, I set up E2W with my wife when our careers in the city and our desire to be good parents didn't work, and we decided to do something completely different. The original business aim was to recognising that around here there's a large cohort of women who had those similar challenges and were looking to get back into the workplace in a very different way, flexible and agile working. We offered them that, attracted them to come and work for us, and then went back to the city and got the city to outsource work for us to do. That business has grown. We now operate from Kings Hill, from 40 miles outside New York, and from Singapore.
Susanna?
Hello, good morning. My name's Susanna Schofield. I did 20 years at Royal Mail. No, I don't look old enough, do I? Of which the last 5 on the board, so working in a predominantly male environment with the move to try and get more women in. For the last 2 or 3 years, I'm the CEO of a company called Dice Matrix, which looks at people's well-being and culture within an organisation. So we'll go in and we'll assess how it is to make sure that actually, if you put more people in the right roles, how do you make sure that the culture is right for them to stay and it to flourish and it to give good deliverables for a business. I am also based with the team at Kings Hill, sadly not a few miles outside New York, but it's quite nice there, so it's not too bad.
It's also cold as well.
It is cold, yes, yeah.
Similarities. Hello, so I'm Anna Leitz. I'm a social psychologist at the University of Kent, and I work with the head of School of Psychology at Kent. Before my academic years, I also worked in consulting for Deloitte for a while, and my projects revolved around organizational culture, climate, employee engagement, and well-being. So I'm obviously very keen about this sort of discussions. In terms of my research and the relevance of why I'm here, I do investigate diversity in leadership and how leaders can affect well-being at work. Also, I'm a minority being a woman, also not from this country, so I'm very interested in finding also the strategies to move and progress in the career ladder.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Gorton. I'm the Chief Executive of the Outset Group. We're a professional services group. I am by background a lawyer with what I see as a healthy disrespect for lawyers. And I tend to think that traditionally lawyers see rules there to be explained, other people to make choices based on those, which is absolutely fine at one level. But actually, most of those rules are there to create a flexible environment where we can think, be challenged, and be imaginative and creative. They create frameworks within which we can be creative. That's not how my profession historically tends to think. So we set up 15 years ago. We did so with a lot of technology as our basis, with a view to being able to have a very flexible working environment. We've never kept paper files, which it allows you then to start having people work in different locations, allows you to create flexibility in the way you work. That means you attract a different kind of people, which means you attract a different kind of thought pattern to the people that you have. So as a professional services group, we've grown from really an employment foundation, an HR foundation, through to having divisions covering management and HR consulting, division covering legal services, corporate, commercial, employment law, and then a division looking at risk, including safety.
So,
hello there, my name's Sue Nelson, and I have for the last 31 years been working in the university sector as a lecturer and researcher, and in a bank, Barclays Bank, that was a joy, and all sorts of other companies. So in that 31 years I've been going through, observing how women have been treated, how things have changed. 3 years ago I then got the opportunity to start my own business and create the culture that I wanted, which has been really interesting. We have an equal balance of males and females, but no males are allowed as a company director. Sorry chaps, we're a women running our company. And it just happened like that, we haven't done it on purpose, but it's been interesting. Interesting.
revelation to start the day.
Just since this is being recorded, it has
It's interesting to see how we've been able to do different things, actually, and so today I think it's quite interesting to be able to explain that journey and how I think things have changed quite dramatically, and how we're now allowed to do the things that we want to.